Hello everyone, how are you today? So today I'm going to talk about the second part 2 of the truth of who we are. Okay, and as I explained in the previous video, we after 3 years old we start creating programs in our mind, and we start creating like characters. We start developing a character that we are going to be through the rest through the rest of our lives. But it's not ourselves. It's just a character that we create, that we use to go through life. Okay, so there are three different characters, the main ones, the most important ones. There are three different characters, and I'm going to talk about them today. Sorry, my nose is very blocked today. I don't know why, but it's very blocked, so I hope you can understand everything and I can speak okay. So the first character is, for example, when you leave a baby, or when the mom of the parents leave the baby of the child with another person for some time, the feeling of the child or the feeling of the baby is like, I've been abandoned. So they start creating it can be just an instant. They are very fast to create beliefs or to create these programs, especially after 3. And they say, I've been abandoned. That's what they think. That's what they feel. Because the problem is the mom. Because the connection with the mom is so important. For children, the most important person in their life is the mom. Okay, because all they expect from mom is love. And when mom is not showing love to them, they start creating beliefs about themselves. Okay, so when the mom can be present all the time. I'm going to explain that's another character, but the mom can be present all the time, but that doesn't mean that she gives love to the children. Okay, so in this case, this first character is the case when the child has the feeling that he's been abandoned. So what the child creates in his mind, he thinks that he's been not good, that he's been bad. So that's the reason why he is abandoned. And he creates this character, right? And he goes through life behaving in the good way, okay? In the way that the outside says that is the good way to behave. So this is the reason why it's not good to say to our kids. I know this is a very common comment that we use it all the time, but it's not really good. When you say you're a good boy or you are a good girl, or when they do something and we say, no, don't do that, you're a bad boy, it's not a good phrase to use, to be honest. So what does this children think? He thinks that I have to behave as the outside says because that's the correct way to behave. Otherwise, if I behave as I feel or as I want, I'm a bad boy. But I have to, and I will be abandoned. Okay, I will have this feeling because when they feel abandoned, they create anguish. Okay, anguish comes to them. So, as they don't want to feel the anguish, they do whatever the outside says they have to do, so as to look as a good person, and that's the way they go through life, just doing the good things, the right things, the correct things, or what the outside says that is good, and know what they really feel. There's a lot of people. This is the most important character. This is the first character that the children create, and you can have this. You can be this person. You can really have this type of character, very strong, or you can have a little bit. Okay, because among the 3 characters, there's one that is the strongest, that you are the strongest, but then you can have a little bit of the other 2, okay? So, what does this person do? This person is a very kind person, very polite, very friendly. He's very nice because he's so worried about what the outside think. He's so worried about not feeling this anguish again, don't feeling abandoned again, that he does what the outside says. So he's very loving, he's very sweet, very friendly, but that is not love. It's not love. Excuse me. Because love is really loving himself. He's not loving himself. He's not expressing or giving love. He's just behaving as the outside says he has to behave. He's a character. He has a mask. He's acting. Okay? The person is acting. He's acting to be friendly, to be nice, to be sweet. So he has the approval from the outside. And he doesn't feel the anguish that he felt when he was a child and he felt he was abandoned. Okay? So this is not going to help this person in his self-discovery, okay? Because the only way to really reach or to really become yourself and behave as you are or who you are is by doing self-listening. Start listening to yourself and stop doing what the other says that you have to do, and do what you want to do. Okay? And this is something that I did some years ago. I can tell you this very short. I was working in a good company with a good job. I had a very good income, and I decided to resign and went for a dream. So there was a lot of people saying, what are you going to do? Are you sure? I was at the age of starting a family but this voice inside myself was so strong. I just couldn't express it. That there was something inside me saying, you have to go there, you have to go there. So I resigned, I left my flat, I sold my furniture, and I left, okay? So this is what I mean. You have to listen to yourself. Listen who you are and what is what you want in life. I can talk about this a lot, but this is the real message. Stop doing what the other says that you have to do. If you see the society, all people just do all the same things. They get a job, they get married, they have a family, they try to buy a house, they have 2 or 3 cars, they go on holidays, and that's the way that we live in this cycle of working, family, and holidays, working, family, holidays, and there's a lot of people that spend their lives like that. But this voice is inside saying, this is what you have to do. This is you. That's what the voice says. This is you. And what are you doing about this? This is you. This is you. Okay? So, this is the first character. Okay? Character number 1. Okay, so character number 2. And this character is, for example, when the child behaves in a funny way, and the mom thinks that he's very funny, and she says, okay, just do it again and again and again, and then insist on the child to repeat again and again that behavior or something that he said, and they celebrate it and they think that it's funny. The child is going to think that they value his behavior and not himself. Okay, so as he creates this thought, this belief, and then when he goes to mom one day and she says, just leave me alone, don't bother me now, I'm busy now. So the child feels very insecure as he sees mom she's very upset. He feels insecure. So the program is, I am weak and I have to be strong. And this kind of people are warriors. They always they're like a rebel character. Okay, they always go for goals and they fight for what they want, and they think that they always right, Okay, they always think that they are right. They also, for example, they never made mistakes. They cannot make mistakes, and they do what they want. And they most of the time they say no. And when you express your feelings, or you try to you express feelings about them, they say, "And what about you? What do you do when you say something that I don't know you don't like about them?" They can accept that. They don't accept that. They are self-affirming characters because they feel that this makes them stronger. Okay, and they also criticize a lot on the weakness or weak people because the weakness or other weak people reminds them of their own weakness. Okay, so they don't support any person that is weak. Okay, because that's what they feel. um, this is character number 2, and I think that there's a lot of people like this. I mean, especially people that we think that the ego, when they show like a very high ego, they're never wrong. Excuse me. They never make mistakes. They are always right. They um, they say that everything that they does is the correct thing. um, these kind of people, well, what they feel is that insecurity. Okay, what in fact what they feel is very, very insecure. And this was created because this man was present in their lives, but maybe they say uh, they didn't pay attention. Well, because one thing is when the mom is not there, and another thing is could be that the mom is there all the time, but she doesn't pay attention to the child. She says, "No, just leave me alone. I'm cleaning, I'm cooking. Just go away." So, this behavior of the mom, and especially when she is upset, they create this program of I'm weak and I want to be strong. I need strength. I have to work to be strong. That's the reason why they are called it like a warrior character. Okay. Okay. So character number 3, and this character is similar to the previous one, but in this case the mom is not upset. For example, when the child is following his mom, and looking for attention, and she said, "No, no, I can't do that now." She doesn't look at him or at her. She doesn't look at him. So she says, "No, I can't do now. I'm busy. Just I can now." Not being upset, but just rejecting. Okay, rejecting to look at the child. So the child feels that he's not looked and he doesn't exist. Okay, so this is the programming. The program is of protection. So I need to protect myself. Okay, they are very controllers. Both they're very controllers. They are very organized. They're very good organizers. They don't know a lot of people, or one or two people. They don't relate to a lot of people. They're like scared of the outside. They are not very social people, so they're scared of the outside. And when they meet, when they have a partner, well, what they do is they put themselves into like a bubble, okay, a bubble of protection. When they have a partner, they try to do the same. They want to put the partner into the same bubble. So that's the reason why they want to control a lot. They're very controllers, okay, especially in with partners, okay. So this is okay. What they feel, yeah, it says the outside hurts me. They think that the outside hurts me. The outside is bad. They feel a lot of pain. They feel anguish of identity because they feel that they doesn't exist. That they feel that for the outside they doesn't exist. Okay, nobody values me. I don't exist. So I protect myself from the outside because the outside hurts me. Okay, I feel pain when I try to connect with the outside, which is mom. When I try to connect with the outside hurts me because it doesn't look at me, doesn't pay attention to me. So I have to protect myself. okay? When every time that they try to connect with someone, the anguish arises, right? So they avoid people. They try to avoid people all the time, okay? This is this kind of character, okay? Okay, so we've got these three characters. Most of the people have the three of them, but there's one that is the biggest or the strongest, and we have a little bit of the others, okay? Because for sure we have lived the same situation of these three children sometime at some point in our childhood. So this anguish that we feel every time that we face what we don't want to face, that it reminds us from the anguish, it doesn't, it's like it's the primary wound, okay? It's one of the first wounds that we had in life. It's called primary wound. And just silence it or cover it doesn't take us anywhere. I mean, continue in your life behaving with this character that you have is not going to help you. It won't take you anywhere, okay? So what we have to do is we have to start watching ourselves. You have to start observing yourself, okay? And by observing yourself, you start understanding why you behave like this. You don't have to get rid of this character. You don't have to fight against it, but you have to observe yourself, watch yourself every single day, okay? In how you behave, how you talk. Now that you are aware after watching this video that you are aware that you may have one of these characters, I mean, you have it for sure, but you have to find your own character. Start observing yourself. Okay, how do you behave in life, especially with other people, okay? Because this is all related to relationships, on how we behave with others, okay? So, as I said, we don't have to fight against him. We don't have to fight against this character, but we have to observe it, okay? This is the way to do it. You have to observe it. Your own discovery, your self-discovery starts from knowing who you are not, okay? Because by knowing who you are not, you will start discovering who you really are, okay? So once you start observing this character, this is going to be a way of start loving it. You don't have to get rid of it. You have to embrace it and loving it, because you're going to learn about yourself, of everything that you are not, okay? So it is a way of loving yourself, and this is going to raise your vibration, okay? The wind is going to raise your vibration. So this doesn't mean that you have to build something new. You're not going to build yourself again. You're not going to change forms or change knowledge or pour new information in yourself. No, it's just about listening to yourself. It's about observation. It's about being you, okay? Watching you and being you. And the guide to get this, I mean, to really reach where you want to reach, or to really find yourself, is love. And this is the way that you're going to do it. This is the way that you're going to start your own self-discovery, by loving yourself, using love to find yourself, and in that way you're going to love you, okay? To love yourself. I started this journey last year. For me, it was very, very strong. Last year was such a powerful year, because I started this journey of discovering myself by observing my behaviors, my thoughts, every time that I was thinking something bad. Because the guide, or I mean the key to understand it, is pay attention every time that you have a negative thought about yourself, about others. Every time that you get upset for something, those are all signs of what you have to work on yourself, okay? And they are also signs of what your character is. Okay, so I started doing this. I started working on myself, seeing, okay, why I get so upset with this? Why? Without judging the person. Or there was something that bothered me from another person, and instead of focusing on criticizing and the negative thought of why this person does this, why he does it, I focus on myself. Say, okay, why I'm getting so upset with this? What is telling me? Okay, so this is observing you. This is watching you. Stop focusing on the outside and everything that you don't like from the outside, and watch yourself. Why you behave like this? Why you think like this? Okay, this is what I mean when I say watch you, observe you. Okay, so when you do that, when you start observing yourself, and you really want to know where this is coming from, where these thoughts are coming from, why I think like this, why I behave like this, you are using love. You are using your own love, okay, to know yourself, to know who you are and to know who you are not, okay? And you start, let's say, you start touching or discovering your own wisdom, because we are wisdom. The thing is that it's just hiding. you will find your own wisdom, okay? And so this is the way to do it. This it's not difficult. It's not difficult. The thing is that we are so focused on the outside and everything that we don't like from the outside, that we forget to ask ourselves why I don't like this, why I get so upset with this, why I have this fear, why I don't like relating to people, why I don't know. The whys. You have to start asking yourself a lot of whys, okay? So this is everything for today. I hope this video was helpful for you. Of course, as I always say, if you have a comment or you want to talk about it or you have a question, just send me a message or leave a comment below this video. And if you like it, you just can give me some likes and shares, and that's it. So hope you are having a great day and talk very soon. Bye bye.